If you are planning on visiting DC, listen up because I have 4 places that I highly recommend. Today is my 24th birthday and we are exploring DC, going to a couple different places. We actually just went to the Museum of Illusions. What do you think of it?
I thought it was neat. Very cool. Trippy.
Yeah, a lot of the things were pretty trippy, but that was fun. We took some videos, so I'll insert them here. First, we went to the Museum of Illusions, and it was super cool being able to see all the exhibits there. A lot of it is just so trippy, and we got a bunch of fun pictures. And honestly, this was just such a fun date with my husband. It's something totally new, and there were also some like puzzles and games that were there that we could work on together, and I would say that it was a 10 out of 10 experience. We went to this place called Swingers, and let me tell you, it was like the most Instagram-worthy mini golf place. It's indoor mini golf with beautiful flowers everywhere, just a really beautiful mini golf course inside. And then they also have a section for street food, and let me tell you, the pizza was literally so good. When you go, you have to be 21 and over just because they sell alcohol there. And you can buy different packages, and some of the packages even include endless rounds of golf for 2 hours, endless cocktails, but we just picked a package that was a little bit less than that, so we did 1 round of golf, and then we also got street food, a couple drinks, and dessert. It was just such a like bougie, fun experience, and I'm really glad that we went. We went to this free observatory place called The View of DC. If you type it in on maps, it'll take you there, and basically you get to go to the very top of a tall building, and you just get this amazing view of the city, and it's completely free. There's also this street pretty close, like basically right outside of the Museum of Illusions, that has umbrellas covering the top of the whole street, and it was literally so magical, so beautiful. I definitely got some photos there for Instagram. Definitely recommend, and you can Google it too, and it'll tell you like which street it's on. We just got back from DC. We actually ended up going Saturday and spending part of the day with family that I have that lives right outside of DC. We spent the night there, and then today we just kind of did our own thing. Had a great time. It's now currently 6:23 and we are home, and I have to unpack my whole bag, and I'm honestly so tired. So the rest of today for my birthday, we're just gonna like chill, hang out, probably watch a movie or something, and then I have to go to work tomorrow, which sucks because I don't want to wake up early. So it's the next day. It's so crazy that I'm 24. I feel like this is the first year that it's just really hitting me that I'm getting older. And I know I'm not old, but like 24, it's like I'm like in my mid-20s now. That just blows my mind. It's just so crazy how fast time flies, honestly. So I kind of wanted to have like a cozy little chit chat with you guys and just talk about everything that I learned in this past year of being 23 and everything. And I wrote down like a list of a few things that I learned this year, so I kind of wanted to just chat about it and share. The first thing that I learned is that I can do anything I put my mind to. When you believe in yourself, it really goes such a long way. A lot of my life, I've always doubted myself, thinking like, oh, I can't do that or whatever. But this year I've learned that if I actually put my mind to something, I can do it. And that actually goes into another thing that I learned, is that if someone else can do it, then why can't I? You know, like if someone else is able to do a specific thing that you want to do, like what makes them better than you? Like why can they achieve that but you can't? And the point is that like you also can have that. If you're looking at someone who's making YouTube videos and you want to be a YouTuber, like you can also do that. You just have to put in the work. Another thing that I learned is that real self-worth and real real self-confidence comes from doing the hard things. Living in the uncomfortable, living outside of your comfort zone, that's when you're really gonna start to grow in your self-confidence and self-worth. You have to consistently practice self-confidence. It's not just something that, oh, all of a sudden you've reached self-confidence and you're good. It's not like that. It's something that you have to literally choose every single day. I'm going to be confident. You have to continually practicing it, whether that's writing your affirmations down or journaling or whatever you do to maintain that confidence or grow your confidence. It's something that you're going to have to do the rest of your life. And then the last thing I learned is that starting is the hardest part. It honestly is just about taking one step at a time. You don't have to know the end goal, the big picture. If you want to do something, like the hardest part is to actually start that thing. Especially with me creating YouTube videos, the hardest part for me was starting. Like that's the part that took 10 years, you know? That's what I remind myself anytime that I want to do something. It's just that you just have to start. Because once you've started, you're already done with the hardest part. And also just that it's one step in front of the other. So for instance, like even with my YouTube channel, it can get very overwhelming at times. So I just focus on one video at a time. Once I'm done with that video, I focus on the next video and the next one and the next one. And that's what's helped me not get overwhelmed with anxiety or just overwhelmed with stress in general, because I'm just focusing on one step at a time. And something that goes into that is that life is too short to not do the things that you want. I have realized this year more than any other year how quickly life passes you by. Like when I tell you I blinked and I turned 24, I blinked and I turned 24. And the fact that like life could literally just pass by you and you didn't do the things that you really wanted to do, that like breaks my heart. And so that's kind of what I'm living by, is like understanding and reminding myself how quickly the time flies. So now is the time to do the things that I want. It's good to just take advantage of exactly where I'm at right now. I don't want to wish for the future. I don't want to wish for the past. I want to just stay present and never let fear stop me from doing the things that I want. And that's just like a few of the things that I've learned in this year of my life. I know the lighting has just been terrible that entire time, and I apologize. We're sitting at the kitchen table, just you and me. I started thinking back about the entire past year, everything that I was able to do, and so I kind of wanted to just share some of those things with you and document it on camera. Okay, so one of the things that I did when I first turned 23 was that I traveled solo for the first time. This was like super low key, like it wasn't that big of a deal, but I went like basically 2 hours, I think it was about a 2-hour drive, and I booked an Airbnb for myself and I just explored the city by myself. And that's something that I had never done before. And actually that was my very first YouTube video. I literally put off starting my channel for so long, so many years, and then I filmed that first video in July, ended up posting it in December, and that's the start of my channel. I honestly loved it and I felt so independent. The next thing is that I got married when I was 23, which is so crazy. It's so much younger than I originally thought growing up that I would get married at, but I wouldn't change it for anything. Obviously, I got to marry my best friend and we got to go on a honeymoon in Cancun, and that was really fun. The next thing is that I bought a house when I was 23. Obviously, I bought it with my husband, but that's the first time that I've ever bought a house. And it's just so crazy that like literally all of those things happened in my 23rd year of life. Obviously, you've seen it in almost all of my vlogs. I vlog a lot at home. Can you tell I'm a homebody? But it's just like such a dream home for me, and I just feel so incredibly blessed that we were able to buy a house together so early on in marriage. I know so many people can't do that, and I genuinely like wake up feeling so grateful every single day that I get to live where I live, and I do not take it for granted at all. And then obviously, because we bought this house, this is like a different city than where I grew up, so I moved to a different city in my 23rd year. Anyway, that's all for now, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that this vlog was a little bit different because I didn't film as much in DC, and obviously like I just wanted to enjoy the moment because it was my birthday and stuff like that. So thank you for watching this, and if you stayed to the end, thank you, you're a real one. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat dinner. It's currently 7:37 and it's time for me to eat because I'm real hungry. So I will see you in the next one. Peace.